Hi, this is the Kool-Aid Man. I stated a few days back to some friends that I feel awareness is the number one thing that changes and directs a person. I, of course, was told that I was wrong by some of those people. That's fine. I didn't really care. But follow me on my theory for just a second here. I've traveled this world. I've traveled all over the world. I've fought in wars where people solely believe different than I do. And the whole reason for the war is the country that I'm from, and the people who represent that country did not agree or do not agree with the other country's beliefs and their God. And, sorry, folks, America's currency says "In God We Trust." Even though a lot of people feel there's no truth to that, that's what it says. And that's what we base a lot of our thoughts and beliefs off of. Now, don't go running off. That's not what this is all about just yet. Just give me just a second. Stay with me just for a little bit longer here. Allow me at least one page worth of reading, or if you're listening to it, give me the 12 minutes I think this video is going to take. If you hate it, you can leave. No hurt feelings. Now, if at the end you're curious and you want to follow along, sign up. Follow along. I'd love for you to do that. I think it'd be great. Now, a little disclaimer right off the bat. I'm going to say I'm not writing this to make any money whatsoever. That's not my goal. That's not the reason I'm starting this. But, of course, in today's society, it'd be completely ignorant, stupid, for me not to try to market some sort of affiliate link or something just to help me pay for the upkeep of trying to keep this site going. Anybody that knows anything about the web, it costs. And so I'm a medically retired, fairly young from the service, and y'all pretty much know what I live on. So anyways, yes, I will be posting affiliate stuff. And if you like some of the things, cool. If you think something I like's cool and you want to click on it, please do. And be kind of help support my path. I mean, we all buy stuff from Amazon. So click on one of my Amazon affiliates. And if you buy something, I think in 24 hours, I make a little bit of money. Disclaimer, PS, I guess is what this would be. I'm not a professional writer, nor do I claim to be. I'm not. I also know that there may be an exact study out there that covers exactly what I'm going to study and what we're going to go through. I don't care. I could give a rat's rear about it. I'm going to do this study. Me and my spouse are going to do this study for our guidance. If you can give me a study that's, I say pre-religious times, but predates the King James Version of the Bible. Then steer me that way, or dictionaries from that time zone, something like that. But I don't want anything from this century. I've created this site so that I can reference my studies as well as others can if they wish. Oh, and also one last thing on this, I think. I don't want any spoilers. If we're studying Genesis 1, I don't care what's in Genesis 2. We're studying Genesis 1. Now, when we get to Genesis 4 or whatever other religion we study or other God that we study, when we get to a section of the book and there's other stuff previous to that, then yeah, we can use that. But nothing that's any other way. So anyways, here's the theory. For my travels, I've observed many religions. And all of those countries and everything, they have different lifestyles. Duh, right? It's not rocket science here. Not breaking news. But the thing is, they're all different. They're all aware of different things. The deal is at a very subconscious level, I feel. Again, I'm not a professor or anything like that. And I'm not going to try to serve some sort of Kool-Aid at the end of my next lecture or whatever I do here. But kind of on a side note, I kind of thought it was funny. I think I'm going to do that. Just say for some reason that this thing got popular, like it would happen. But let's say it got crazy popular, and let's say this becomes some huge site or study, or for some crazy reason I end up on a talk show or something like that, we're going to drink Kool-Aid. Just I think that'd be funny. But if you don't understand the Kool-Aid reference, Google it when we're done. Most of you will. Anyways, back on track. So all these different regions of our world have these different mindsets, lifestyles, cultures. Again, this is not breaking news, but they're just different than I am. Bottom line, and they're different than you are, or what have you. They think different. They work different. They cook different. They even greet each other different. I mean, dadgummit, they're just different than me. I'm different to them. That's just the way it is. I scare them, and they scare me sometimes. It's just the way it is. Does that mean they're wrong or I'm wrong? No, that's not what it means. It also doesn't mean I'm racist or they're racist. What it means is I was trained with one set of guidelines, one set of thought process, and my awareness needs are different than theirs. Some cultures have more of a defensive style lifestyle. I mean, I've been in some countries that you drive down the road and there's bunkers on the side of the road. Those people are probably a little more harsh to others when they talk to them. They don't mean to be that way. It's just their culture. Bottom line, just because it's not something that's normal to us, doesn't mean that they're being rude. But the problem is we judge a person's ways. Before we judge a person's ways, we got to understand, I think, we got to understand their God. We got to understand their beliefs, which kind of brings me to where I am in life right now and in my thoughts. Why is it my God, or should I say the United States of America's God, why is it the only right God? So that's kind of what I'm writing about. I want to know why. Why is that? And I've always been taught by other people and all of that, and had all these other media effects, I think, molding that and guiding that. So where do I start? Where I'm going to start is this. I'm going to start studying from the Bible first, okay? Reason for that is it's a reference for we're going to call him the God of the United States, or pretty much the God of the English-speaking countries, most of them. And we're going to go through the Bible as a book. That's it. I'm going to review it as if I've never seen it before. Because most of these people, why? Because most of these people, these other countries, they haven't seen it. So we're going to look at it as it's written. When we get done with the Bible, I plan to go and study the history of another God. And my question at this time, though, is why is my God any better than anyone else's? I don't know that. I don't know that answer. I know what I've been taught. I don't know what it is. Understand, I do worship the God, per se, of the United States. I am Christian right now. The God from the Bible, you know, now I don't worship in the traditional sit in a pew style. I'm not that kind of guy. I'm not the I guess you'd say per se church boy. I am a retired. I'm a retired Marine. I'm pretty rough around the edges. I cuss some, and I might cuss some. There's certain things I won't say, but I might cuss some. It might happen. I drink some. I'm not perfect by any means whatsoever. Far from it. I mean, I've been divorced a few times. I mean, heck, my parents and family don't even talk to me. So I'm far from perfect, obviously. So don't think you got some altar boy with a tie sitting here. From this study, what I hope to do is I hope to seek truth, facts, no thoughts per se. I'm starting this journey on 9/15 of 2018, and if you want to join me, feel free to do so. Me and my spouse. If not, that's fine too. I'm not going to get upset about it. I will say this though, and I promise you this isn't going to be some kumbaya bonfire bullshit. This is going to be the real deal. We're going to go through the Bible and we're going to read it as if we've never read it before. It's not going to be one of them kind of worship things, praise God. Because right now, in all honesty, I don't know. I've got this new book in front of me, and it's called the Holy Bible. I don't know what it is. As far as I know, it's a history book. So that's the way we're going to treat it. This is a piece of history, and we're going to study it as such. That's my goal, and hope to find some answers. So again, I guess eventually I'll have a link somewhere on here. I don't know. I'll have to figure that stuff out. Like I said, I'm not a professional at this. If you like what you heard, subscribe. Please do. If you're interested on where we're going, what the thought process is, follow along. I would hope that you would, just to seek answers for yourself as well. So I kind of, my slogan is don't drink the Kool-Aid, be the Kool-Aid. So let's find out what the truth is. So goodbye from the Kool-Aid man. Again, don't drink the Kool-Aid, be the Kool-Aid.